Justine Greening quits as Theresa May Cabinet reshuffle descends into chaos. The Education Secretary was reportedly offered the Department for Work and Pensions, but chose to quit instead of being moved. Ms. Greening was also the Minister for Women and Equalities. The resignation offers further instability for Theresa May as she attempts to assert her authority as Prime Minister. The two politicians were locked in talks for more than 3 hours. In a statement, Ms. Greening said, "Social mobility matters to me and our country more than a ministerial career. I'll continue to work outside of government to do everything I can to create a country for the first time that has equality of opportunity for young people wherever they are growing up." Ms. Greening, who campaigns to remain in the European Union, could go on to threaten Mrs. May's Brexit majority as a heavyweight backbencher representing the Remain-leaning constituency of Putney, which has a large student population. The resignation also leaves the Prime Minister with a position to fill in the Department for Work and Pensions after the portfolio for the Department of Education was handed to Damian Hinds. Downing Street officials said the Prime Minister was disappointed but respects Ms. Greening's decision. Ms. Greening was the second signature on Mrs. May's campaign to become party leader after David Cameron stepped down. However, in recent months their relationship reportedly turned terse. It comes after Jeremy Hunt reportedly refused to be moved from the Department of Health after being offered a new role, instead leaving number 10 with a new title, Secretary of State for Health and Social Care. Following the resignation, one Tory MP reportedly said it was a damaging loss, adding that the PM caves into boys but not a woman. Dreadful error. With no new announcements expected tonight, August 1, 2018, here is the state of Theresa May's cabinet. New roles: David Lidington, Cabinet Office Minister and Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster; Brandon Lewis, Conservative Party Chairman; James Cleverly, Conservative Party Deputy Chairman; Karen Bradley, Secretary of State for Northern Ireland; David Gauke, Lord Chancellor and Minister for Justice; Matt Hancock, Culture Secretary; Esther McVey, Secretary of State for Work and Pensions; Claire Perry, Minister of State for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy; Carolyn Oakes, Immigration Minister; Julian Smith, Parliamentary Secretary to the Treasury. Changes entitled: Jeremy Hunt, Secretary of State for Health and Social Care, formerly Secretary of State for Health; Sajid Javid, Secretary of State for Housing, Communities and Local Government, formerly Secretary of State for Communities and Local Government, staying in place; Philip Hammond, Chancellor of the Exchequer; Amber Rudd, Home Secretary; Boris Johnson, Foreign Secretary; Liam Fox, International Trade Secretary; Chris Grayling, Transport Secretary; Penny Mordaunt, Secretary for International Development; David Davis, Brexit Secretary; Greg Clark, Business Secretary; Michael Gove, Environment Secretary; Jeremy Wright, Attorney General; Andrea Leadsom, Leader of the Commons; Liz Truss, Chief Secretary to the Treasury. Departures: Sir Patrick McClellan, resigns as Conservative Party Chairman; James Brokenshire, resigns as Northern Ireland Secretary due to ill health; Justine Greening, resigns as Education Secretary and Minister for Women and Equality.